Scarecrows is a movie that relies heavily on atmosphere for its scares. It's a dark night, the moon is full, and there's something in the woods. Is it a scarecrow or something else? Right off the bat, we meet pretty much our entire cast. These people stole $3.5 million and hijacked a plane, forcing Kelly and her father to fly them to Mexico. But Bert, one of the criminals, has other plans. He's rigged a distraction and jumps out of the plane with all the money. I gotta say, these thieves have some sophisticated gear. Night vision and walkie-talkies. They came prepared. The others are obviously pretty upset over Bert's betrayal and vow to hunt him down. Bert lands close to 3 crosses, but maybe they aren't crosses. Maybe they're scarecrow stakes. He eventually finds a house and goes inside to find it abandoned. Nothing but this old picture of 3 men hanging on the wall. He steals the truck out front and heads off to get his money, which landed close by. The others land the plane and they're all out hunting Bert, keeping Kelly as their hostage. Bert finds his money and loads it up in the truck. Thinking he has the upper hand, he speeds off, but his truck stalls out. He looks at the engine and sees that there is no engine. Bert runs into the woods with as much money as he can carry, but he hears the others on the radio saying that they have him in their sights and they're gonna kill him. Bert gives in, not wanting the money anymore, but he just wants to live. But the Scarecrows have other plans. The thing is, the other people weren't talking to him on the radio. It was always the Scarecrows, messing with him. Kelly's father goes out looking for her, but he too is stopped by the Scarecrows. They're making him hear his daughter. The group finds the money up in a tree, and Jack goes to cut it down. But it's not money, it's filled with blood, covering Curry. Now Curry is ticked. When he finds Bert, he's gonna kill him, but something already beat him to it. Suddenly, Bert is in the house. They all run back to try to get him to tell them where he hid the money. They beat him over and over, but he isn't talking. Eventually, Curry sees that his body's been sliced open, and he isn't alive. He attacks them with superhuman strength, and they shoot him point blank, but nothing happens. It isn't until Corbin slices his head off before he finally goes down. During all this excitement, Kelly was able to escape. She hears her dad calling out for her, but nope, her dad is dead too. Jack looks out the window and sees the cash all over the ground, so he goes out to pick up as much of it as he can. The Scarecrows attack and kill him, but before they do, they cut off his hand and sew it onto their arm. This is our first clue to who the Scarecrows really are. You see those 3 guys in the photo in the cabin? One of them doesn't have a hand. Curry is smart enough to know that something supernatural is going on here. Then he starts to wonder if maybe they didn't make it out of their robbery alive. Maybe they're all dead and this is hell.
We're not really here. This isn't real.
Curry hears Jack on the radio and vows to stay in the cabin and wait for him. No one else heard him, and yeah, it's the Scarecrows messing with him, but the rest are smart enough to run to the plane to just get out of there. But of course, Kelly hears her dog barking. It's not her dog, and Roxanne gets distracted by a bag of cash she found. Come on, people. There are killer zombie scarecrows hunting you down. Forget everything else and run to the plane. Roxanne is killed, but Kelly and Corbin almost make it to the plane, but the Scarecrows get Corbin. Kelly comes back and blasts them in the face with a gun, giving them just enough time to escape. And Curry? Well, Jack comes back to the cabin, but to kill him. I gotta say, Jack looks awesome. He's dead, but real creepy looking. On board the plane, Kelly and Corbin think they're safe, but out from the shadows comes Kelly's zombie father. He attacks Corbin and stabs Kelly. But in the end, Corbin attaches a grenade to himself and takes them both out. And the dog gets a nice little meal for his trip home. So that was Scarecrows from 1988, and I liked it. Like I said, it's super atmospheric. Scarecrows are creepy to begin with, but zombie scarecrows? That takes it to a whole nother level. There's a lot of gore and special effects that are good when they need to be. Sure, sometimes when there's an explosion, it looks pretty fake, but the blood and guts look great. I especially like Jack. He's gonna haunt my nightmares. Kelly is kind of annoying. She just screams most of the movie and acts like these kidnappers are her friends and not criminals that would most likely kill her if they didn't need her to fly the plane. I also like how they didn't really answer anything and left it open to your imagination. Yeah, we can assume that those 3 guys in the picture are the original Scarecrows, but how did they die? Could this really be hell like Curry thought? How'd that truck run without an engine? This is what makes a movie good. It makes you think. But if you want a clear-cut answer, you're not going to get that here. In the end, I liked Scarecrows. I give it 3 night vision zombie scarecrows out of 4.
Hey Curry, what? How am I gonna live in Mexico if I don't speak Spanish?